I'm Alistair Weaver, that's the super talented Jonathan L. Farlan. This is a Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing, that is a BMW M4 Competition rear-wheel drive, and this is Edmunds U-Drags. Let's get on with it.
Are you guys ready for this one? That's right. Today we have the 2024 BMW M4 Competition with 503 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. It's running on Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. Going up against the 2024 Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing with 668 horsepower and 659 pound-feet of torque. It's also on Pilot Sport 4S's. Aww. These two are going head-to-head on our Edmunds U-Drag track, which starts with a quarter-mile drag, then they hit the brakes, do a 180, and power back to start-finish. At the end of the first run, we'll swap drivers and lanes and do it again. Hey, do you want to sell your car for a down payment on one of these? Then head on over to edmunds.com/sellmycar.
So, CT5-V Blackwing, what do we know? 6.2 V8 supercharged. So, launch control, let's go into V mode. Press it one more time, that turns off the stability control. We're in maximum attack for everything. And then for sort of launch control, you put your foot on the brake, right foot on the gas, it sort of dials up, maybe kind of 1,000, 1,500 RPM, and then away we go. All this power, well over 600 horsepower, and rear-wheel drive. Traction is the big issue, both off the line and ultimately as you're powering out the corner as well. Carbon ceramic brakes, $9,000 option, that should help us, but the BMW also has carbon ceramic brakes. They should be close. On paper, the Caddy should steal the win, but we've heard all that before. Let's race!
Back in the M4 competition. Yeah, I'm not complaining. This car is so much fun to drive. I got about just over 500 ponies going back to that rear axle. This is not the X-Drive, so all of that power is going back to the rear tires. Anyways, how do we launch this thing? I've got all my settings pre-saved into this M2 button, which is essentially just turning everything up to sport, turning DSC off completely, which is a prerequisite for launch control. And then all you gotta do is tap this guy over into manual shifting. So if you have a D displayed on the dash, it is not in manual. You have to just have the number. And then we turn up the S-Drive logic all the way up to 3. And then, this thing doesn't automatically like to downshift, so you'll see me halfway through the run, I'll kind of tap it over to automatic. That's what we found works best in this U-Drag scenario. And then we hope and pray that that Blackwing doesn't, just use brute force to win this race, because we all know that the BMW is just a nice, ultimate driving machine. So, wish us luck. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go, 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 go. Oh, yeah. Good launch, good launch.
You got a Mazda, better launch. BMWs always launch well.
Good launch.
Now, come on, will the horsepower kick in?
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go, over 100 miles an hour. Pick the braking, pick the braking. Stop, 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 stop.
Come on, don't fail me, carbon ceramics.
Patience, Weaver, patience. Get that corner out.
Whoa! Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh my God.
Oh, it's close. It's close. Come on, top end.
Come on. Come on, stay ahead. Uh-oh. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Oh, good show, good show.
So, Jonathan, that was pretty close, but I just never, once you had the better launch, and we know BMWs launch well, once you had the better launch, I could just never catch you again. It's almost like the distance at 60 miles an hour is the distance that remained at the end.
Yeah, I mean, this launched better than I ever felt it launch. Like, it got out, like it just had the right amount of grip. You know, I think everything is sort of at the right temperature, and it fired out of the hole, surprisingly. And yeah, everything just felt good. Like, this car just kind of put together the perfect lap, and you know, not to take anything away from the Cadillac, because I thought maybe it would start creeping. I had a shred of doubt that we would stay ahead, but it did.
Yeah, I think I was just reeling you in a little bit towards the end, but only marginally, and that didn't feel like a bad run. I was trying to be pretty patient through the corner. It stopped okay. I hit the apex okay. Yeah, it wasn't a bad run. I mean, it probably wasn't perfect, but it wasn't a bad run. So yeah, we'll have to swap cars and have another go. But yeah, that thing just leapt off the line, and then I was always playing catch up. Okay, M4. I think Jonathan got a near perfect run that time, so no shortage of pressure this end. Same technique, into launch control. Remember to stab the gear stick to flip it out of paddle shifting and into auto, which we both believe is the fastest way around the course. Apart from that, M4, lovely road car. A wonderful piece of Teutonic engineering.
All right, Blackwing time. I think the M4 surprised me. This Blackwing is just like, it's a sledgehammer when it comes to power and just kind of the way that it feels. It's heavier. It's not that much heavier. It's a few hundred pounds heavier than the M4, but it's got 170 more horsepower, so that should more than make up for the weight. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really love this Blackwing. Maybe I'll put together another amazing lap in this car and pull out a win over the M4, but we'll see. I'm excited. Are you excited? Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it changed up.
Oh, good launch. Good launch.
And we now hit the braking.
Come on, Blackwing.
All right, turn it in.
Whoa, oh, might have overslowed it a little bit. Woohoo!
Super close. I think it's still got the more power.
Come on, come on. Oh, we got this.
It's a clear win for the Caddy.
Man, this is quite the car. Man, what a performance these two put on. Like, the Blackwing, it is incredible. It's a big sedan, and it feels like it, but man, does it move, man, does it corner. And I'm gonna say it again, I love the PTM system here. Like, it makes you feel like a hero coming out of that corner.
I think as long as it gets off the line well, because we know this launches so well, as long as you haven't lost it in the first 20, 30 yards, then I think you just have a little bit more grunt, similar braking, and as long as you don't make a hash of the corner. And I think what you're doing well was actually leaning on it. I think you've got to really have confidence in it and kind of manhandle it a little bit, whereas the M4 has perhaps a little bit more finesse. The controls are a little bit lighter. It's just a slightly different car to drive.
Yeah, agreed. Like, you know, in certain contexts, the M4 actually feels like you have to manhandle it versus some other cars, but definitely against the CT5, it feels like you can be a lot more delicate with it, and it feels a little bit more precise, less weight, so it feels like it slows better, like it's just a better maneuvering car. But this thing just, it kills it with power, and just like, you know, it's America's approach to a lot of things.
Just brute force and aggression.
You know, I mean, the M4, it really put together a strong race in the beginning. Let's see if it can do it again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go, 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 go. Oh, I didn't get the best of starts, but it's not too bad. Come on.
Come on, M4!
Come on, Mr. Caddy.
You got this, Beamer. You got this.
A little bit behind, little bit behind. All right, all right.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I went a bit deep on the brakes, but I think I've just nicked him.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Wild ride, wild ride. Just a little too much. What a close race. Well, there we go. Tiebreaker.
Yeah, I thought I'd blown it. I went a bit deep on the brakes because you got a better start. I was trying to catch you up and I got a bit overexcited on the brakes, but ironically, I think that allowed me to get the corner done and actually get back on the power a little bit earlier. So almost by maybe overshooting ever so slightly, it actually helped me a little bit to get the car turning and get back on it.
I mean, that PTM system, like I've said it many times, like I think it's one of the best dialed-in systems in the game. It allows you to get some slip, but it really just sort of takes the you know, blatant oversteer out of the equation. Whereas with M4, I don't have quite that control. You have to have stability control completely off when you do launch control. So exiting this corner, I got some oversteer, got a little more oversteer, and then it hooked up. And by the time we were making our way back down, like, the Blackwing's power just kicked in and I couldn't catch you.
Woo! Good stuff. Here's the track conditions. And for the best numbers. 0 to 60 goes to the M4 at 3.6 seconds. Quarter mile was actually a tie at 11.5 seconds. Max cornering goes to the M4, pulling 1.25 Gs. And the win goes to the Blackwing by 0.1 second at 33.3 seconds. If you want to check out the official leaderboard, head on over to edmunds.com/U-Drags. The M4 beat its previous best time with a lap of 33.4 at 135.4 miles an hour, moving up to 15th. And the Blackwing comes in at 13th with its best time of 33.3.
So our first tiebreaker of this season of U-Drags, Edmunds U-Drags. Might have been more to do with you like doing an epic job in that on the first run and me making a bit of a hash of that and not being kind of positive enough with it. But I mean, this
Doubting America?
like being a bit more like, "Urgh."
Yeah.
Like, you know, like on the brakes on that, you've really got to go, poof. Everything about it is kind of very sort of alpha.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that was a ton of fun, and I was surprised that the M4 pulled out such a quick lap in the first run.
But this is so much fun. The noise, just the whole sensation of it. And the traction control. Stability was off, but we left some traction on. That's fantastic, the way it deploys the power.
Which one would you take?
Honestly, I drove this car. I've driven both of them on the road now. I've been so impressed with this. I wouldn't take it at 130 grand, but like on a sort of 90 grand version, it's still a load of money, but it's got a real charm about it. But I'd have the stick. I'd have the stick version.
Yeah, I might lean towards that too, just as an all-arounder. But I still do like driving that a whole lot.
It's a great car. It really is. And on that level of indecision, we'll call it quits for today. Thanks for watching Edmunds U-Drags. If you want to watch a few more races and check out the leaderboard, head to edmunds.com/udrags. Check out everything else that Edmunds has to offer. Read all our reviews, read the news. Buy your next car through Edmunds. You won't regret it. That's it for now. Oh, please like and subscribe, and I'll shut up now. See you next time. Thanks for watching.